Welcome back to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. So this is Archfiends versus Amazoness. So this is a best of 3 match, and it's one of the matches that actually made me think more so than perhaps fighting some of the other meta decks in the game. So Amazoness, if you don't already know, it's more battle oriented. So everything related to the battle phase they pretty much excel at. They have cards that can make you not able to target the other monsters for attacks, they can survive through battle, they can inflict battle damage to you, protecting yourself. So as we can see here, my opponent is setting up all sorts of crazy monsters, right? So I've been able to summon Archfiend Empress, but of course Amazoness Queen stops those monsters from being destroyed by battle. So my turn, I don't really have much in my hands, so I card Destruction, and that enables me to bring back my Dark Spirit of Malice, and then, because I have Call of the Archfiend, send Heiress into the grave, and then I get a free search. Not too bad. Now this is the card that we need to pretty much... Well, this is the Nightmare card, really, Amazoness Onslaught. So basically it banishes cards. So we managed to get rid of it, but they have more in their deck, and it's just very frustrating. So Amazoness Queen can't die, so we're just going to be able to inflict as much damage as humanly possible, and then running out of ideas here, so go into Dingirsu, draw 2, discard 1 is what it is. So we drew 2 cards that aren't very useful. Right, so they've used Amazoness Call, which enables them to just take cards from their deck, pretty useful. And then they've got this crazy equip spell here, Amazoness Heirloom. So this makes sure that your monster can't be destroyed, and they just destroy the opponent's monsters in the process. So I've resummoned off of Amazoness, off of Archfiend Empress. It's not great because they just destroy all of our monsters anyway. It can attack everything once each, so it is what it is. And now I reborn Archfiend Emperor in some sort of attempt to pop some of their cards. So I get rid of Queen. They use Amazoness Village, like I say, all battle oriented, bringing out their monsters, floating quite well. And then they chain my attack with Amazoness Onslaught. So this, basically, whenever I attack, after damage calculation, it just banishes my card. And I need Archfiends in the grave in order to actually be effective. So it's the bane of my existence in this entire match, and you'll see. So during their turn, flip everything into attack mode. Why not? They've got Princess, they've got Scouts, they've got Baby Tiger, and then they've also got another Princess. Being able to summon the original Tiger as well off the back of that makes sure that they can't be attacked apart from itself, so it's pretty decent. Call the Archfiend, let's bring back Amazoness Empress, or Archfiend Empress, I don't know why I'm saying that. And then we can't attack, because as soon as we do, it will get banished because of this thing right here. So, Willpower. Basically, I call all the Haunted for Amazoness cards, and then they attack, and then I don't really have any choice here, so use Dark Spirit of Banishment. It gets banished anyway, and then they attack with Queen, and then they just banish off the back of that, and then they swing for game. So that is round 1 to Amazoness. Right, people, no messing around, straight into round 2. I believe I go first? Yeah, so Dark Grepher, being able to discard Heiress, doesn't get the effect, but it's fine. I use Monster Reincarnation to bring it back to the hand, but I discarded a Fabled monster. So that allows me to Synchro Summon into Andraith, which allows me to summon the Amazoness Swordswoman onto my side of the field, which is not too bad. That's once per turn. Whenever a monster is sent to the grave, I can special summon it to my side. It's pretty decent. During their turn, Amazoness Call, right, taking cards from their deck, pretty decent. It's a quick play as well. And then they've special summoned Spy, they summon Princess, and then they're going to summon more cards. But because of Andraith, because they discarded Sage, moves onto my side of the field. Then they Flash Fusion straight into Amazoness Empress, pretty decent card. There's only room for 1 Empress though apparently, so that goes straight into the graveyard, no messing around. In our turn, Void Apocalypse, get rid of Tour Guide, get rid of Heiress, and then Heiress is going to search for Archfiend Empress. Monster Reincarnation, send Empress straight into the grave, and then allow me to recycle the Tour Guide that we just discarded. So into Cherubini, Rhino Warrior is going to get its effect, discard Emperor, and then we're going to get rid of a Scarm in order to bring a Dark Spirit into our hand. And then just to delay a couple of turns, we've gone into good old Baguska, and just hoping that they don't out it in some way, shape or form. Amazoness Tiger on their side of the field, Amazoness Queen, we can't destroy it by battle. Because this is round 2, I'm very conscious that they're going to have the Amazoness Onslaught face down, which is not great at all. I misplayed. Lovely summoning Tour Guide on the Baguska, why not? Is what it is. So using Void Apocalypse, we are just recycling some of our Dark Spirits here, right? Getting rid of Cursed Necrophere. So we've got both of them in hand, so at least we can do some sort of interaction. And on their side of the field, so they've got Paladin. It's alright, Baguska's died. use Cherubini, send Fiendish Rhino Warrior, and we're going to send an Heiress. An Heiress is going to search for good old Archfiend Emperor, and we drew Falling Down, so that could come in handy a bit later on. So, Emperor doesn't die because of Cherubini, and we managed to get rid of a Storming Mirror Force. Decent, but also not the onslaught we were looking for. Right, so use Banishment, bring back Emperor, and unfortunately their card doesn't die because of Queen, and then Onslaught, doing exactly the same as what it did last time, banishing absolutely all of my cards, and it's frustrating. So, they're all gone, one fell swoop. They use Poly, and this is, you know, one way to bring back my field. I just use Malice to bring Empress. So we've got Amazoness Empress and Archfiend Empress. Foolish Burial, let's recycle both of our Dark Spirits, woo! And now, because we've got Falling Down, we may as well try and take their Amazoness Empress. Not too bad, eh? Destroy their Tiger. Now we've got both Empresses on our side of the field, that's right. Now, 800 damage is what it is, right? It's pitiful for a free snatch still, it's great. We drew Card Destruction, not too bad, but we'd rather keep the Dark Spirits in hand for now. And it looks like we could be turning the tide, ladies and gentlemen. So Falling Down, once again, an extra 800 damage. They use Amazoness Village, and then Amazoness Willpower, bringing back their Empress on their side of the field, trying to banish our cards. But because we have good old Banishment, that the Cursed Necrophere gets banished instead of the Archfiend Empress. Right, Cavalry, Card Destruction. We draw nothing. Fantastic. Onslaught means the card gets banished, but at least their card gets destroyed. And then of course, which is something I didn't quite anticipate, they used Queen, which means it can't be destroyed by battle, so we can't swing for game. But luckily, you know, go into Master King, recycle our Dark Spirits, go into Emperor, and that will help us next turn to deal with this, if we survive. Right, Banishment, go into Empress. Queen can't die, but Onslaught banishes it anyway. Basically, all of our strongest monsters are gone. Right, take the 500 from Master King, use Emperor, destroy Onslaught. Onslaught's effect activates, brings Empress onto the field. Then Emperor dies and our Dark Spirits get recycled again. So the grind game is back on, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so now it's their turn. Okay, so they summon Sage, they banish Call, which enables their Empress to attack all of my monsters once each, but then other monsters can no longer attack. Use Banishment to basically summon Emperor. And because they already declared an attack on Master King, it can no longer attack it again, which is alright. We don't have the 500 to pay, so we just get rid of that. We use Monster Reincarnation, which allows us to bring the Fabled Cerberus onto the field, and then we have Nightmare Shark, which allows us to attack for 2000 directly for game. So that is round 2 to Archfiends. Okay, now round 3. So this is where it all ends, ladies and gentlemen. So like I say, this is one of the games that really made me think. I had to play around Onslaught, particularly because they're playing at 3. Very frustrating. So they opened up with Call, they managed to search Village, they use Princess, and I've equipped it with Heirloom, which makes it so it can't be destroyed by battle, but it destroys all my cards that attack it. So, go into Nightmare Shark. Let's just have an early Zeus from the looks of things. Rhino Warrior is going to send Heiress. Heiress is going to enable us to search for Archfiend Empress. And then, main phase 2, go into Zeus, Monster Reincarnation, get rid of the Empress that we searched, and then we're going to recycle a monster into our hand, so it's not too bad. Monster Reincarnation is just a card I've been playing around with, it's not too bad. Okay, we should have shotgunned the Zeus before Princess activated her effect, so now they get a free body on the field that can't be destroyed by battle. It's a bit frustrating, but it is what it is. Okay, so because of Scarm, right, we have Tour Guide outside of the field, not too bad. Bring out Rhino Warrior, goes into Cherubini, Rhino Warrior gets its effect, send Emperor, and then we send a Scarm, bringing a Dark Spirit to our hand at the end of the turn. Okay, can't be destroyed by battle, so we just have to end, right? We've got 6 monsters in our hand, can't do anything with them. Amazing. Chainmaster, Onslaught, being able to banish our cards. Amazing. Okay, bring back Empress. Unfortunately, that means Empress is going to be banished. Probably shouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. Okay, so we drew. This is the 3rd tour guide that we've used. Go into Rhino Warrior, go into Master King. Rhino Warrior is going to send Emperor. Dark Spirit Banishment is going to get recycled into our hand. Nothing we can do. We're just going to have to end our turn. Swordswoman, Amazoness Cool. Cool, so now we can attack everything. Amazing. Queen. Cool. Banish. Right, and then, of course, that means Zeus is now banished as well. Amazoness Swordswoman inflicts all the damage to me instead of them, so there you go. And then we just set cavalry, why not? And then they're going to try and push for game with good old Draco Berserker, very powerful card. So, banishments, let's bring out our Emperor, destroy them both. Doesn't get banished luckily because Draco Berserker is not an Amazoness. And then they're going to try and attack for as much damage as possible, summoning Spy and attacking with Queen as well. So, Heiress, get her effect, bring another Emperor to our hand. And now with this final turn, it's basically going to beat Emperor Turbo. So we use its effect, destroy Onslaught. Onslaught is going to summon Princess. Princess is going to get her effect, bringing Call to the hand. Void Apocalypse. Apocalypse, discard Malice. Curse Necrophile goes into the grave. Recycle both of our Dark Spirits into the hand. Call the Archfiend, summon Archfiend Emperor. Archfiend Emperor is going to destroy a card. We now have no more Archfiends left in the deck. The Heiress did not get her search. And then we pop 3 times with Archfiend Emperor, which is quite nice. And then they summon, and then they search, and then we just swing for game with 3 Archfiend Emperors. So that's round 3 to Archfiends. So that's Archfiends versus Amazoness. Right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this video, my name's Adam. If you didn't, my name's Steve. And if you want to see more Archfiend related duels, reviews, combos, and discussions, then feel free to have a browse and hit subscribe if you want to see more of this content in the future, and hit the notification bell so that you get notified when that content is released. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you around.